Welcome, Buff fans, to another edition of Buffzone TV. I'm Ryan Thorburn of the Boulder Camera. This is Neill Woelk of the Boulder Camera. We're coming to you from our plush studios at the camera. There's no midweek game. The Buffs are headed to K-State this Saturday to play another road game in the Big 12.
Ryan, just think if the Buffs were actually in the Pac-10 already, as they're talking about making that move, you'd be headed to Seattle, Los Angeles, the Bay Area, Tempe, Tucson, someplace other than beautiful Manhattan, Kansas this weekend. But that's not the case.
That is not the case. I'm headed to Manhattan to see if the Buffs can snap a 33, I think it's 33 game road losing streak in the Big 12. I just got back from a practice and it was incredibly upbeat. Jeff Buzdelic was really glass half full today. He's like, we have 8 games left. Life is good. These guys get to play college basketball. Why should they be down? They're 11 and 12, 2 and 7, heartbreaker after heartbreaker. So obviously the nature is to ask how's the spirits, but according to Jeff Buzdelic, all is well right now.
You know, obviously Kansas State's not the place you're looking to break a road losing streak. Kansas State's extremely tough at home. They beat Texas at home. They're a top 10 team or top 10 caliber team. They've really gelled under Frank Martin this year. They've got experience, they've got shooters, and they're a very physical team. They came into Boulder and have already won in Boulder this year, so this is not a place you expect Colorado to win. But what you're looking for, in my mind, is for Colorado to go there and play well. The last outing against Missouri, they did not play well. They looked lethargic. They had the hangover from the close loss to Kansas, and I think this weekend you really want to see them come out and play well and kind of get back to that mode.
Yeah, I don't really know what to make of the first meeting between these two teams. This is the first team they'll play for a second time. There were so many whistles, so many free throws. I think 92 free throws. Both teams got bad whistles. There was no flow to the game, so I don't really know what to make. I think it'll be a totally different tempo. I think CU can score a lot more points. K-State would like to have more points. I don't even know what to make of that first game. I think you throw that out, and these two teams would like to play totally different styles in this game.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see the same type of game. Like you said, there were 90-something free throws, 60-something fouls called. I certainly don't expect that to happen. What I do think, what I want to see is I want to see how much Alec Burks has improved from that first game to this game, and I think he gets better every week. I think Alec Burks is a terrific talent to watch, and he's going to be fun for the next couple of years if he's here.
Next week, when we rejoin you for another broadcast, Oklahoma will be in town. I mean, CU's got Oklahoma coming to Boulder, Texas Tech coming to Boulder, Iowa State coming to Boulder, at Nebraska. There's 4 games out of these 8 that Jeff's talking about that are very winnable. So I think their goal of getting a winning record in year 3 and perhaps going to the CBI tournament, it's still out there. That's why they've got to stay positive and try and pull one of these wins out.
Yeah, no, I think there's still a lot, as all the coaches keep saying, there's a lot of basketball ahead of them. They can finish with that 500 or a little bit better than 500 record, especially if they would go to the Big 12 tournament and win an opening game there. So I think they've got a lot left to play for, and I like the way this team is progressing. I like the way Corey Higgins, Marcus Ralford, they're growing. Alec Burks, as I mentioned, is growing. Even the young guys, Keegan Hornbuckle, you're seeing some of the young guys really start, to get a feel out there. You can see them growing, with each week. And so I think there are a lot of positive things that can happen this year.
Yeah, and before we head out, let's touch briefly on this Pac-10 thing. At this point, it's just speculation, obviously. The Pac-10 commissioners came out and said they want to expand, so speculation automatically goes to Colorado and Utah and some other teams like that. Personally, I think it would be brilliant for CU. I've always thought that they were a strange fit in the Big 12 just in terms of facilities and academics and passion. I mean, people in Boulder can go to the Avalanche game, for example. In Manhattan, Kansas, they're going to this game on Saturday. I just think it would be a great fit.
Yeah. No, I think if you draw up the profile of a Pac-10 team, if you draw up what I would call the average profile of a Pac-10 team, you throw UCLA, Cal, Stanford, Oregon, Arizona, Washington, all those schools, kind of meld them together, draw up a profile. You're going to get high academics, strong athletics, but not what I would call, SEC passion or even Texas, Oklahoma type of extreme passion. But I think Colorado fits that profile much better than they do the Big 12 profile, and I think it would be a great move.
Yeah, and it's cyclical, obviously, but boy, if CU was in the Pac-10 this year in men's basketball, they'd
They'd
have
be
a
middle of the
fighting
pack.
chance to
Yeah,
at least be in the NIT.
yeah, they'd be in the middle of the pack. If you look at I was looking at the RPIs the other day. I mean, UCLA is at 136, Colorado's at 150, Oregon State's below Colorado, Stanford's below Colorado. There are 4 or 5 other teams all in that 100 to 160 range from the Pac-10, and Colorado's at the almost at the bottom of the Big 12. In the Pac-10, they'd be middle of the pack.
Yeah, so perhaps that's something to look forward to, trip to LA, but for now we're headed to Manhattan, Kansas, and we'll see what the Buffs can do out there. So for Neill, I'm Ryan. We'll see you on Wednesday night ahead of the Oklahoma game.